Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now put a heading in your notebook. Basic theorems on parallel lines. Done?
Yes, sir.
Basic theorems on parallel lines. Okay. First theorem read out. If a transversal, if a transversal, if a transversal intersects two coplanar lines, intersects two coplanar lines such that a pair of co-interior angles, a pair of co-interior angles, a pair of co-interior angles which lie on the same side of the transversal, which lie on the same side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Then the lines are parallel. Okay. Let us take two lines intersected by the transversal. Now let us take, this is a pair of interior angles which lie on the same side of the transversal. Now these are supplementary is given. Now we have to prove the lines are parallel. Can you tell me how can we prove it? Can you guess, Arnav? I'll give you 2 minutes of time.
No idea, sir.
Okay. Let me take one angle over here. Okay. I will name this as 1, this as 2, and this as 3. And L and M, and this is N. L and M are two coplanar lines intersected by the transversal N such that angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. According to the question, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. I can say angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees.
Yes, sir.
So what happens? Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. It is given according to the question. Don't write. I am just explaining. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. It is given in the question. Now according to the diagram, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. From these two equations, what do we get? Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. What we can cancel on both sides? Angle 2 can be cancelled on both sides. What do we get? Angle 3 is equal to angle 1. But what are angle 3 and angle 1 according to the diagram? Arnav, Arnav,
Yes, sir.
what are angle 1 and angle 3 according to the diagram?
Corresponding angles.
Yes, you are absolutely right. They are corresponding angles. If corresponding angles are equal, lines are parallel. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We proved corresponding angles we got and they are equal, so they are parallel. I hope you understood the theorem.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Just draw the diagram. I'll be telling how to go ahead in proving this. Just for explaining, I have done in this way. Chalo. Draw. Done, Nana?
Yes, sir.
Write down. L and M are two coplanar lines. Are two coplanar lines intersected by the transversal. Okay. Intersected by the transversal n such that angle 2 and angle 3 are a pair of co-interior angles. A pair of interior angles which lie on the same side of the transversal, and they are supplementary. Next line. Therefore, angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Mark it as equation 1. Next line. But angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees in the bracket. Linear pair. Mark it as equation 2. From 1 and 2 we get angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 2 plus angle 3. Cancelling angle on both sides. We will get angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Come on, Anna, make it fast.
Done, sir.
Done. Done?
Yes, sir.
Wow, you are too super fast, man. Okay, write down. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3 we got. Next write down. But these are corresponding angles formed. When the lines L and M are intersected by the transversal N. But these are the corresponding angles formed when the lines L and M are intersected by the transversal N. And they are equal. Next line. Hence the lines are parallel. Therefore, L is parallel to M. Hence proved. L is parallel to M. Hence proved. Now, second one, next one is the converse of this theorem. Are you done, Arnav? Arnav, are you done, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next theorem will be converse of this. I will not give the proof of it. Just I will orally, I will tell. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
We will write the theorem, but to prove we will not write. What is the theorem? First write down the statement. Theorem 2 you put and write. If a transversal intersects what happened, Arnav?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of consecutive interior angles, are supplementary. Means what? L and M are parallel and N is the transversal. Now what we have to prove? Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. We have to prove. That's very simple. How can we prove? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees because they are linear pair. But angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Why? They are corresponding angles. So we can replace angle 1 by angle 3. What do we get? Angle 3 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Is that what we have to prove?
Yes, sir.
It's very easy, man. You can try the proof later. Next proof, let us think about next theorem. Interior angles, this is done. Yeah. Now this is one important theorem. Write down. If a transversal intersects two lines, if a transversal intersects two lines in such a way that a pair of alternate interior angles are equal. A pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Then the lines are parallel. Let us suppose that L and M are two coplanar lines intersected by the transversal N, making a pair of alternate interior angles are equal. Okay. Now we have to prove the lines are parallel. Very simple. I can take this as 3 because already I took this as 1 and this as 2. Then this one I will take as 3. Or I can take this angle as 3. That is better. 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Arnav, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It is given. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now what we have to prove? L and M are parallel, we have to prove. Okay. How can we prove? Angle 2 is equal to angle 3, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, it is given. Because alternate interior angles. But angle 2 is equal to angle 3 because vertically opposite angles. From these two equations, what do we get? Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. But what are they, Nana? What are they?
Corresponding.
Very good. Corresponding angles and they are equal. Hence the lines are
Parallel.
yeah, it's very easy. Chalo, draw the figure. I will tell you how to write the proof of it. Come on fast, beta. We have only 19 minutes. We have to discuss more 3 or 4 theorems, I think. Are you getting bored?
No, sir.
Okay. You are interested, right?
Yes, sir.
These are the theorems. Now you will feel a little bit bored. I know that, but I am trying my best to not you should not have any distraction. I am trying my best. After completion of the class, just go through this. Next class, we will not discuss the theorems. We will discuss the applications of the theorem so that you can enjoy more than what you are doing today. Okay, na? I promise you. Is that okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, draw the figure. Bhumika, what happened? So long you are away class. I will tell you what we have done at the last. Please, this is one important theorem we are doing. Were you present when I was when I was dictating the statement of this? Okay, you are present for the statement. That's fine. Okay, write down. Given L and M are two coplanar lines. L and M are two coplanar lines intersected by the transversal N. Intersected by the transversal N. Forming angle 1 and angle 2. A pair of alternate interior angles. Such that they are equal. To prove L is parallel to M. Proof. I hope you understood up to here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see the ink, is it light or is it okay visible? Are you to see?
Sir, it is visible.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Proof. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. It is given. We'll mark it as equation 1. But angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Since vertically opposite angles, we'll mark it as equation 2. And 2 we get. And 1 is equal to angle 3. From 1 and 2 we get angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So what do we write is? But these corresponding angles and they are equal. Hence the lines are parallel. Khalas. Okay na? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Great. Copy, make it fast. Sir, done. Okay. Now continuation of this, write down, Nana. But these are corresponding angles and they are equal. But these are corresponding angles and they are equal. Hence, the lines are parallel. Hence, the lines are parallel. Next line. That is, L is parallel to M. Hence, proved. Hence, proved. Right. Next theorem. Next, what is the converse of this theorem? What is that? If two lines are parallel, then the pair of alternate interior angles are equal, we have to prove. Okay, write down the statement, Nana. Statement. If a transversal intersects, statement. If a transversal intersects, if a transversal intersects a pair of parallel lines, a pair of parallel lines, then the alternate interior angles are equal. Then the alternate interior angles are equal. Okay. I will not give a elaborate proof for it because you know how to do it. Lines are parallel given. If lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. So angle 1 will be equal to 3 since corresponding angles. But angle 3 is equal to angle 2 since vertically opposite angles. So from these two, what do we get? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. What are the alternate interior angles? Hence proved. I hope you all understood.
Yes, sir.
Right. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Right.
So basically, it is the converse.
Yeah, of course. It is the converse. That's why I'm not making you to write. Yeah, just you want to write, you can write like this. This is 1. This is 2. From 1 and 2 we get. But in the exam, if they ask, please don't write like this. You have to write what is given, what we have to prove, and we have to write. Okay, now? Just in cut short, I don't want to waste the time. That's why I'm making you to write like this.
Yes,
You can
sir.
write the proof like the previous theorem, how we have done later on. That's fine. Just simply make a note of it. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Since CA means corresponding angles, mark it as 1. Angle 3 is equal to angle 2. Since VOA means vertically opposite angles, mark it as 2. From 1 and 2 we get. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And what are they? Alternate interior angles. Hence proved. Khalas. Next. Yeah. The last theorem of today's class. This is called intercept theorem. Shall we move on? Guys, shall we move on? Yes, sir. That's good. Write down, Anna. Intercept theorem. Intercept theorem. Write down. If three or more parallel lines, makes makes equal intercepts on one transversal, then they also make equal intercepts on any other transversal. Equal intercepts on any other transversal. Okay, let's see this. Let's see this now. I'm taking three parallel lines and I'm taking one transversal. L, M and N are three parallel lines intersected by a transversal P, making their intercepts equal. That means AB is equal to BC. So what we have to do? We have to prove that these three parallel lines will also make equal intercepts on any other transversal. Okay, let us draw one transversal. And this transversal is intersecting the line L, M, N at the points D, E and F. Now what we have to prove according to the question? DE is equal to EF we have to prove. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. To prove this, I would like to use the concept of midpoint theorem which we have learnt in quadrilaterals chapter. Let's see that. What I will do is, I will join from A to F. And this AF will intersect the line M at a point G. Okay. Now listen, Nana. ACF is a triangle. B is the midpoint of AC and BG is parallel to CF. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So BG will bisect AF by converse of midpoint theorem. What is converse of midpoint theorem? Do you know what is the midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem? Do you all know that? Say yes,
Yes,
or no?
sir.
Yes. Okay, that's great. What is the converse of midpoint theorem? In a triangle, the line drawn from the midpoint of one side parallel to the other side will bisect the third side. So ACF is a triangle, B is the midpoint of AC and BG is parallel to CF. Then what does BG does? It will bisect AF. Yes or no? Yes. Now,
Yes, sir.
yes. Now, it will be the midpoint of AF now. Now, let us in triangle ADF, G is the midpoint of AF and GE is parallel to AD. So, what does this GE does? GE will bisect this DF. So, E will be the midpoint of DF. That means DE is equal to EF. That's what we have to prove. I hope you all understood. Simple. Just by constructing and using the converse of midpoint theorem, we have proved it. Okay? That's great. Just draw the diagram, Nana. I will tell you the proof. Just draw the diagram. Are you all done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write down. Draw AF or join AF. Yeah, join AF. Join AF intersecting BE at a point G. Intersecting BE at a point G. Next line write down. We know that in a triangle, the line segment joining from a line segment, not a line segment joining from the midpoint of one side, of a triangle. No, 1 second. The midpoint of one side parallel to other side will bisect the third side. Once again, I repeat, we know that in a triangle, a line segment joining or a line segment drawn from the midpoint of one side parallel to the other side will bisect the third side. In the bracket, write down converse of midpoint theorem. Converse of midpoint theorem. Next line. AB is equal to BC. Given. Therefore, B is the midpoint of AC. B is the midpoint of AC. Now write down. In triangle ACF, B is the midpoint of AC and BG is parallel to CF. Therefore, BG bisects AF. That is, G is the midpoint of AF. Copy up to there, Nana, make it fast. Just 2 minutes, we will finish off this and we will recap what we have learned today and then we will end the class. Are you all done up to here? Yes, sir. Okay. Now again, I will just dictate, you follow and write. I will tell slowly, no problem. Write down. In triangle ADF, in triangle ADF, G is the midpoint of AF. G is the midpoint of AF. And GE is parallel to AD. Right, like this. GE parallel to AD. GE parallel to AD. Once again, I repeat. In triangle ADF, G is the midpoint of AF and GE is parallel to AD. Next line. Therefore, GE bisects DF. GE bisects DF. GE bisects DF. Next line. Therefore, E is the midpoint of DF. That is, DE is equal to EF. Hence proved. I think is that we have proved. This is called the intercept theorem. That means what? If three parallel lines are intersected by a transversal which makes equal intercepts on one transversal, then they will also make equal intercepts on any other transversal. This can be proved by the concept of converse of midpoint theorem, which we have learned in chapter quadrilaterals. I hope you all understood now. Guys, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So today we have discussed about basic theorems on angles, and we have discussed the basic theorems on parallel lines. Parallel lines in the sense, if two lines are parallel, then co-interior angles are supplementary. If co-interior angles are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Next, if lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are equal. If alternate interior angles are equal, lines are parallel. Then we discussed intercept theorem. This is basic theorems on parallel lines. Next, we discussed the basic theorem on angles, that adjacent angles are supplementary. That means on a straight line, if a ray stands, a pair of adjacent angles are supplementary. And adjacent angles are supplementary, then the rays will be opposite rays. That means it is a straight line. That those two are theorems. And we have discussed the sum of all the angles around a point is 360 degrees. We have discussed. And the last one, vertically opposite angles. If two lines intersect, then vertically opposite angles are equal. These are the basic theorems on angles and basic theorems on parallel lines, which we have discussed today. And in the next session, we will discuss about the applications on these theorems what we have discussed today. So please go through the notes and try to be perfect in the concepts so that you can do the problems very perfectly in upcoming class. Till then, my dear children, stay home, be safe, and follow SMS. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Right.